Okay, guys, just a quick update on what's going on with the markets as we talk about the top gainers for the day. I know a lot of you are going to be looking into some of these stocks for tomorrow, and we'll also squeeze in some of those most active things in there as well to get you caught up. And so right now we do have the markets that are starting to push up, almost more bullish than bearish. So you still got 3,200 decliners and 3,000 advances. In fact, I'll refresh that just to make sure that it's the most up to date and most on point, and we can see that it's still exactly the same. Now they still started to get very bullish on the markets throughout today's trading session, buying things back up. We were seeing SPY and IWM clear up as we would go in earlier on for our IWM and SPY calls. Now, I didn't hold in for that whole trend. I definitely should have just broken past that. We do now as well having BTC come in for more bullishness, even here closer towards the after hours. They set this thing in for a quick burst here in the last like 15, 30 minutes. We're going to watch the thing slow down around these 94,500 ranges, maybe even closer towards 95,000. Now, once that bearish divergence gets made, it's going to start to try to build support again. If things remain bullish throughout tonight on BTC, then they'll start to hit a more bearish trend tomorrow on the markets. But right now, things are looking more bullish. I believe that somebody was just telling me we got all kinds of Fed meetings, FOMCs, and CPI reports and all that stuff like that coming up this week. So those type of things also add to the bearish sentiment. But coming up into the next week, you got the Trump inauguration. So like you know how the Trump rallies are, right? And that's just a week ahead. So they really gonna be looking to make the markets bullish for that. So make sure that you stay up to date with everything that's going on. Let's get into it with SLRX being the top gainer for the day. This thing done went up about a good 200, maybe about 250%, maybe even more than that, from 155 up to $7.20. Slrx Pharmaceuticals. I do believe that they were coming out with very good news earlier today, talking about how Slrx Pharmaceuticals and Decoy Therapeutics announced a merger. Some of the best news that a stock can actually be coming out with. You know, those mergers, nothing better than two companies fusing. And so, under the agreement, Decoy Therapeutics will merge with a wholly owned subsidiary of Slrx Pharmaceuticals to form a new entity called Decoy Therapeutics. Following the merger and a shareholder vote to convert preferred shares into common stock, Decoy investors are expected to hold approximately 86% of the combined company, with Slrx shareholders retaining about 14%. Decoy's platform centers on developing peptide conjugate therapeutics aimed at treating respiratory viruses and cancers. The combined company plans to fast track, again, the keyword of fast track, clinical developments by leveraging Decoy's innovative pipeline and approximately 7 million in non-dilutive funding. This is just going to be the beginning. Additionally, Solaria's cancer drug candidates include SP3164 and Seleptastat will be integrated into development plans with ongoing support for phase 1/2 clinical trial for Seleptastat and MD Anderson Cancer Center. The merger is expected to enable progress in several areas over 12 months, and Decoy plans to file an investigational new drug application with the FDA for its lead coronavirus antiviral and advanced programs targeting flu, COVID-19, and gastrointestinal cancers. We'll continue to keep these things updated so long as they continue to pop up. But now that we don't see that SLRX is pushing up to the most actives, it's going to start to get up to those ranges. If it does even continue on, get up to those ranges where small retailers won't notice it too much. Like that $7 range is about that range, and that's exactly where it just sold back off from. Looking to see if it's going to start to build support, which is really not built too well at all just yet. So it could still be selling back off before it takes another rebound. Okay. SLRX not big in that short interest. SLRX over on our mobile investment platform is right now coming in for more extra largest, mediums, and a mass amount of smalls that are rushing out of there right now just to keep you most on point with exactly what's going on at this exact moment. You say you want to see their website? All right, I got you, man. We'll go ahead and see if we can find a pipelines or something like that real quick. Nothing fancy, just a quick peek so you'll be able to see what's moving on into the next phases. And that's really all that matters for the therapeutic stocks. So it's a good job asking to see their website. You on point with it. And we got them some things moving on to the phase one and phase twos. Some things going into IND enabling. That IND enabling is when they get the human testing and all that good stuff like that. And a few things. And every single thing you see has another one, two, three, four, five. They got there's a phase three at the end that should say phase three at the end, but each one is a new FDA approved. So that's like multiple possible upcoming catalysts along with each different clinical trial in between that they be updating and whatnot. And on top of anything else new that they start, and we ain't got time to read through every single clinical trial and every single testing that they got going on. I do recommend that you do your own due diligence as well. Okay, we'll go see more about the. Oh yeah, and then join us in the banquetability classroom. We all in here doing our banquetability class, and okay, we'll go see SLRX along in the Bankability Discord. They are catching that for the easy move, and that was popping up early on off those parabolic scam bots. And not only just after the markets opened up, but even before the markets did open up for the safe, easy early seat around 7 a.m. when even the pizza guy was up there. You even got the pizza guy picking that thing up. And Coach Tailwell was throwing this thing out along in his section. Very good job there, Coach Tailwell, from your alert of $1.50. Exactly where the stock went down from, that $1.50 exactly. This, went up to, oh, that's the wrong stock. Exactly from that $1.50 exactly. This thing went up to $7.20 for another 100% accurate alert. And you want to make sure you locking those things in. And even if you didn't, you still up about a good 134%. Then you got PHIO. And we only gonna talk about like the first three because of the other two down, the last two down here. They're not really doing too much. We're not watching those, especially ITCI. But here we got PHIO. Ooh, they coming for the move. Looking pretty similar to SLRX, right? Another pharmaceutical they are. They come out with news about the positive trial data for their cancer treatment. It's very good, very good. And these therapeutics, man, that's all they good folks coming out with. Like if after they come out with the FDA approval and they make that move, that doesn't mean that that's just going to be the best thing in the world and just continue to keep on going. But the biotech company said it had positive pathologic responses for patients enrolled in the second cohort of the trial, which includes two patients with complete progress or 100% tumor clearance. I actually think that's major, super major, 100% tumor clearance. Sound like they just cured cancer. Did they just cure cancer? Phio's ongoing phase 1B clinical study is designed to evaluate the safety and tolerability of neoadjuvant use of intratumoral pH-762 in cutaneous squamous cell sarcoma, melanoma, and Merkel cell carcinoma. Well, I gotta see what this is though. 100% tumor clearance, bro. That just sounds so major. 100% tumor clearance. You can always ask your co-pilot AI Chat GPT, and that's fantastic news. It says so. ChatGPT says that that's fantastic news. They recently reported that two patients achieved complete response, meaning 100% tumor clearance in their ongoing phase B. I'm gonna say, does this mean they cure the cancer? Period. And who mic is that? I gotta go turn this dude down. Let me see. Dude over here scrunching on his phone and all kinds of stuff. What they got going on? Over here chewing on his phone. But yeah. Hey, so while the results are incredibly promising, it's important to note that 100% tumor clearance in this context means that the tumors were completely eliminated in the patient who responded to the treatment. However, this does not necessarily mean the cancer is cured. Long-term follow-up is needed to determine if the cancer will return or if the patients remain cancer-free. These results are a significant step forward, though, but more research is needed. Man, let's say 100% clearance. That's enough. That's enough for me. Excuse me. PHIO to the moon. In fact, PHIO was at. Oh, where it go? Where it go? In fact, PHIO was at the moon. Okay, they stock wasn't this high. They probably did a bunch of reverse splits, but hey, man, they just cured cancer, bro. So the PHIO along in the Bank of Bleed Discord. The PHIO for the hot parabolic alerts early on in the pre-markets. See those things on time around those $2 around 7 a.m. And if you would have seen those things at $2 at 7 a.m., then you would have been in PHIO all the way up to the highs of $10. Tell y'all, see those parabolic scam bots. Don't be scared. You got your stop loss, and then the coach is gonna guide you. All the skills, even jump in there to guide you. Here's that's going on. You're not alone. You're not alone, man. ATPC is gonna be the last one we talk. I'll probably squeeze in B hat and SVMH maybe, but ATPC they look iffy. I don't even think they're gonna survive. What is this? I feel like I talked about this stock earlier today too, but the Malaysia-based holding company supply health and wellness. So with all these health stocks, they got news too. Well, they ain't come with no news, but I mean, I explain why they ain't doing too much at least. It's not even the hottest stock to be talking about right now. I'm finna skip this stock. Where we at? We at SVMH. Yeah, SVMH. They getting ready to make the spike, bro. Look, it's back down to this lows. I was surprised they spike all the way up to $6 and then break past that right back up to $9. They've done minute. They've watched this. They've done many spikes already. A lot of spikes. Like they no strangers to that spike. They on the most active list. They finna make that spike up to the top gainers, you know what I mean? Yeah, or they either finna do a reverse split, but before they even do that split, they finna come in for another spike. Look at all these spikes that come into the stock. This stock coming in for spikes is a very normal thing. You don't want to miss out on this easy one. We're not gonna dive too deep into this one, but they make e-motorbikes and they all wreck. They e-bikes won't survive. Then you got BHAT. Ooh, the BHAT. This one right here. Look, man, they wreck too. They finna do a reverse split as well too, but they gonna come in for the spike before they do it. You probably want to be watching out for these two stocks. I'm already in those two stocks, looking at locking gains off the next spike that come in. If tomorrow come in for a more bullish morning, then it needs to be easier to spike because they are already the highly watched and on the most active. So when y'all know how I go, quick moves. We ain't talking about lifetime investments. It's a Blue Hat Interactive, man. I think I'll make a single video on GCTK and we're gonna talk a little bit about I think I just made one on GCTK. GCTK, either way, they got on this big upcoming showcase that's supposed to be happening tomorrow. They say, okay, this is gonna send this stock to the moon. If it is tomorrow, when I open this news, it doesn't really like check this out. It really doesn't actually specifically say. All it says is 2025, but in fact, here, bro, go ahead and see. Well, when is this? Take place January 13th to 15th. No, yeah, hey, that's it. That's it. It's about to happen. And then we should be seeing a news update from that as well. Hope that come in tomorrow. But watch out for these few stocks. I'll tell you next one there. Happy trading.